Hey cousins, welcome to another video from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video we are here to celebrate the winter edition of the seasonal YouTube Yarny Hop. Woo, it is winter. We have completed all of the seasons for this year. I am so excited to share what I have for you today. This YouTube hop was hosted by Kim at Kim the Crafty Nomad, and she did a phenomenal job keeping us together, creating the playlists, encouraging us to craft and create things of the season in where you live. So primarily this was a hop just to throw out some inspiration each season. So we released videos every first day of each season to just share with you all some makes, some ideas, and get to know some other YouTubers. We've made great friends amongst each other along the way, and I am super excited. And I heard she might be doing it again next year. I think she did mention it. I don't know, but we'll see. Also, before I get started, I want to acknowledge Kim also, because the day that this releases, her birthday would have been yesterday. So happy birthday, Kim. I'm hoping that you were very happy and pleased with the Yarny Hop that everybody has participated in. And I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I don't know, for those of you who follow me often, you'll know that last year she had a kind of like a make along for her birthday, and I participated in that. And I actually made a hat for her birthday. Well, I didn't give it to her, but I did make a hat that I should have given to her. But I was looking for it because I was gonna wear it and sing to you, but it's in here somewhere, but I just don't know where it is. But I'm gonna share what the hat looks like, and if you want to check out that video, you can check out that video also, because that was a good time. And yeah, so without further ado, I just want to say welcome to everybody who's checking in with me on this video, and and I just want to just say how happy I am that I was able to participate in this hop and actually keep up with it. I'm not gonna lie, I might have been the last person to submit a video probably every season, but I got my video in the nick of time, and I was able to participate, and it's just been a great time. So my first object, because I have more than one, my first object that I want to share with you is a blanket that I made. So when you think of winter, you think of trying to stay warm. And speaking of staying warm, I'm in my craft room. I have the space heater going because this room doesn't it doesn't read the thermometer right for some reason. So the thermostat, it doesn't read the thermostat properly. So when it's warm in the house and the door is closed, it gets really drafty in this room, and it doesn't register that it's getting colder in here. So I have a space heater going. So if you hear it, I'm sorry. It's just trying to keep me warm. And I have my heated vest on and it's on. So trying to stay a little toasty while I record this video. But anyway, when you think of winter, you think of staying warm, right? And so my first project was a blanket that I made. Now, I've made this blanket before, and I've also did a video about this blanket some time ago. I can also put that link below if you're interested in watching it. But I've made this blanket for our neighbors. We moved into this community in this town. We just moved because we wanted to get away from the city. So we didn't move because there was somebody we were trying to be close to, or a job we were trying to be close to, or anything like that. In fact, we moved further away from everything that we know. So technically I'm an hour away from everything. So long story short, our neighbors are like, the husband's business is doing landscaping, so you know his property is immaculate like at all times, and you know he has staff and things like that, and you know they go out and do landscaping, you know, whoever needs landscaping. So you know, we kind of pick his brain, you know, about how to maintain grass, how to make it so green and all of that stuff. And he always gives my husband, you know, pointers, tips and stuff like that. But also, when it snows, they plow our property, like without asking, and not only do they plow our property, but like first thing in the morning. Like they, you know, I can leave for work at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and the property is plowed, like ready for me to drive away. Like, I mean, you know, and our driveways are big. So, you know, our houses are next to each other, and we share a drive up off the street. But once you drive up into the properties, it kind of splits. We go one way, they go the other way, or what have you. So not only does he maintain the common space, but he comes and he plows, you know, our whole backyard area, like where the cars are, like where we commute and things like that. And I'm just, you know, I'm ever so grateful for that. So this year I decided I'm gonna make this family a blanket just to show our love and appreciation for them, you know, as neighbors. And furthermore, like, I don't crochet blankets, like hardly ever at all. That is not my thing. Yeah, it's not my thing. I am instant gratification girl over here. I prefer making hats, scarves, you know, simple things. You know, I have larger projects, but even my larger projects, I'll probably use a bulky yarn so that I can get it done. So anyway, here's the blanket that I made. And I'm going to give it to them for Christmas. I have to do the measurements. I have no idea what the measurements are for this blanket, but I have to weave in my ends. But anyway, you might find this blanket to be familiar because originally, the first time I saw this stitch technique, this stitch pattern, was with Debbie the Canadian crocheter, and she was making these blankets. And it's not a big blanket, it's a lap blanket, but it's nice, it's cozy enough, you know, that you can just curl up, you know, watch a movie and, you know, all of the things. So I tried to pick the most neutral color that I thought that would look great, and I am ecstatic about how this blanket turned out. Now, this is a simple crochet stitch. I gotta look up where I got this stitch pattern from, because I don't quite remember. But you know, once you make a blanket and you do these stitches so often, it's in my head. So I made this blanket, and this blanket is made out of Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. The main color that I used was this is Birchwood Cottage, and this is not what I have left of making this. It's just what it is. This blanket in this size, I'll measure it and I'll put the measurements up for you guys if you're interested in how big I actually made this, because I don't know yet, but I'll measure it and put it in the editing. This was about 4.5, 5 balls of the main color, and then the accent color and border was made with the I Love This Yarn in Cinnamon. And this was about, I think I used about 3 of these and a little bit more of this, I think, something like that. But it took me a long time to make this. Like, I worked on this for a very long time, and this is what the border looks like. Can you see that? Yeah, so a simple border, and I love it, and I'm very excited to gift this to our neighbors. And so in making this blanket and, you know, doing the stitch and committing it to memory and all of those things, I decided I love this stitch. Like, I absolutely love it. I love how it turns out. I love how it looks. It's a very simple stitch to do. And so I decided to make a cowl out of it. So I made a cowl. And this is the first one I made. So this is also, I love this yarn. Nope, I'm lying. The gray portion is Mainstay in gray, but this is also, I love this yarn in cedar wood, I think it's called, or cedar something this is called. So I made this cowl, and of course I don't weave in my ends at all, ever. Especially when it's a project for myself. But I absolutely love this cowl. And it goes with a lot. Like, it's very neutral, but it has some color at the same time. And I absolutely love it. And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Okay, come on, lean in. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Keep an eye out for this cowl, because it's gonna be featured somewhere. I can't tell you where though. It's a secret. But keep an eye out for this cowl, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so that is my first project leading up to this. Oh, so then I made this cowl and I fell in love with it, and I was wearing it every single day almost. And then I said, let me make a hat. So I didn't make a hat for this because this one is actually long enough, big enough that I can, you know, scooty it. What's it called? Snooty it. I can snoot it. I can snooty it. It's long enough, right? So I made another hat and cowl set. Okay, you ready to see this? Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready. I don't know if I'm ready to show it, but I am at the same time. Now, mind you, forewarning, probably everyone I show you may not have the ends weaved, so try not to like focus on that. Okay, promise? Okay, so here we go. Bam. Woo, yeah. I made a cowl, and it's a shorter version. It's perfect. I love it. Let me take this off because this one makes me warm. So I made this cowl, and here's the hat to match. Look at that. And see, in this pattern, the way I work the stitches, there is no front or back. There's no side to side. You can just work it. You can't find the seam. You can't find it. You're not gonna see the seam in this or in the cowl. I mean, you might see like where it joins, because let me see, especially a yarn like this where the colors come together. Let me see if I can find where I joined it. Okay, so the join is right there. You see how the colors kind of change? The join is right there. But you can't find the seam. So that's this one. And so once I made this, I was like, holy smokes, I gotta write this down. So I wrote it out. So I'm working on being able to release the hat and cowl set, if you're interested in looking out for that. What else do I want to say? So if this yarn is black, obviously, and the red heart stripe, so that's what I've been using in this. And I forgot what color this is called. I think it's polo stripe maybe, for the hat and scarf set. What else did I want to say? Oh, I just love how you're able, like how this runs. And like, you know, when you've got those bright neon yarns, you know, this pattern, in my opinion, just breaks it up beautifully. Like, it's not too overwhelming, but like when you see colors like this, it makes you happy. I mean, it makes me happy for sure. So that was that set. I didn't stop there. So then I have, hold on. Yeah, okay. Then I did it in gray. So I did it in gray. And then once I did this, here's the hat that turned out from this one. I love it. Only thing I don't love is that how this one turned out predominantly in the blues, and because of I was heading into the pinks and, you know, purples and stuff like that, the hat kind of dominated in that color. It still matches, it still looks great, but I ended up still, once I finished this hat, I was getting back into the blues, so then I made another one. So I think that would be more of a set. Bam. And this is, yes, this is the same red heart in polo, and the gray. The gray is mainstay gray. And that's that one. In the hats. Then I made this one. This is, ooh, this was probably one of my favorites. This one is probably one of my favorites. Oh my God, it looks so pretty on. And here's the hat. Here's how the hat turned out. I just love it. Okay, so that's these. I didn't stop there. I have another one, and this one is latte. This is latte, and here's the hat. I like that one. And this one I made, okay, so this is also black and fruit punch. That one is really pretty. I want to make the hat to match this one. I just haven't yet, but I'm working on it. But that's black fruit punch. Oh, I love that. It looks so good on the screen. Black fruit punch. And you can't go wrong with it. You can wear it this way. You can wear it this way. See? You can't even tell which way I did it. See? That's that color. And then, you know, I had to get down with the TikTok color. What is it called? What is the TikTok color called? What's the TikTok color called? TikTok beauty color called? Red heart. Retro stripe. Couldn't get it out. So that's gray and retro stripe. Also, I didn't make the hat to go with this one yet, but I will. I'm still, like, you know, working out how wide, not wide I want to do it, which way I want to go with it. But that's the retro stripe. And then I have one more. And this is white iridescent and retro stripe. Now, I don't know if you can see it. I can try to bring it close. Let me see. I don't know if you can tell, but this white is like an iridescent sparkle. So into the naked eye, it's just unicorny, winter wonderland-y, like all of the things. So you got that one, and here's the hat. Here is the hat to match. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love them. I hope you like them too. Yep, that's my bag. And that concludes, almost concludes my winter makes. I made, okay, so what I was trying to do, my effort was to present something winter, but not Christmas. Like, I didn't want the idea or theme of Christmas to take over everything that I make, because it can, especially like when you're coming into the season, you're making things that are Christmas themed, Christmas like, and things like that. And so I did make a Christmas themed thing that I want to share. I had a craft fair a couple of weeks ago, and one of the neighbors passed by, and he was like, "Oh, I love your stuff, blah blah blah, but do you make stuff for men? Or, oh, can you make me a Christmas hat?" He said. He's like, "I need you know, like one of those, not ugly sweater hats, I mean, but like an ugly sweater hat. Like, I need something that's obnoxious Christmas." And I said, I could probably finagle that for you. So long story short, I found a great pattern here on YouTube. It was a tutorial. I will put the link down below. And it was for a Christmas tree hat. And so I will show you, because I don't have the hat with me, but I will show you how my first Christmas tree hat turned out, and I think it was super adorable. So I did make one because I will be having like a little Christmas gathering at my house coming up for Christmas, and I want to present one in the white elephant. Like, I want that to be like one of the gag gifts in the white elephant. So anyway, I started making another one, and here it is. I didn't decorate it yet, but this one is made with the because you know it's hard for the camera to pick it up, but it's made with the tinsel yarn, like the glittery yarn. So that's the white stuff you see. And the star is also made with the glitter. And you know, the bark of the tree is just brown. And I'm going to decorate it. I just haven't been able to decorate it yet, but I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to put lights on it and all of the things. So here's my Christmas themed something or other. My Christmas themed hat. But I think this hat is mucho adorable. I can't take it. So I'm excited to finish this up and put this in the thing. And I think I might even make some for the next year's craft fair, because what I noticed at the craft fair in this community, people love like Christmas things. Like, you know, they're buying unique gifts, but in addition, like, they're looking for Christmas decor, like Christmas home decor and wares and things like that. So like the earrings and just anything Christmas themed that I can make. Okay, so that's that. And as promised, I have made a themed Carí keyhole scarf every season. So for fall, let's start from spring. From spring, I made the flower, right? The flower themed spring, and spring is in the air, and that turned into a released pattern with the flower. Of course, I designed my own flower for this this pattern, but you know, I took that theme and I decided to create a pattern out of it. Then for summer, we did the mermaid's tail, right? So, you know, thinking about the beach and the water and all of those things, the bright colors and stuff. And for fall, we did the, you know, the tree theme with the fallen leaves, right? This year, I keep saying this year, this season for winter. Oh, so I'm gonna give you a hint before I show it to you. If you see my last video, there's a hint there. My last video will have a hint towards what kind of scarf that I made for the winter. Want to see it? Okay. Let's see if I can swing it closer. You see the shadow? She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. Bam. Can you see that? Probably not. Let me take her up. Okay. Look. I made a buffalo plaid Carí keyhole scarf. Now again, this is the mini. And look, for the baubles or for the thing, I made pine cones. Can you see that those are pine cones? I love this. So anyway, here is the keyhole scarf. The buffalo plaid keyhole scarf. There you go. There it is. I love it. I love these colors together. I love this theme. And that's another thing. Like, I don't know about where you're from, but when winter hits, when I think winter, I think buffalo plaid, because that's all I see around me. Everybody's whipping out their red plaid shirts. You know, sorry, I didn't mean to be all fondling the mannequin, but so yeah, so that's what I think. I think of buffalo plaid when I think winter. So that's why I wanted to release that pattern also. So if you're not a natural follower of me, if you're just seeing me for the winter YouTube Yarny Hop, I also just recently released a buffalo plaid hat and cowl set. It's a fantastic pattern and I'm very proud of it. And I also included a video tutorial along with it. So if you're afraid or intimidated by written patterns, I also have a video tutorial included with it so we can work it together, okay? So, happy birthday, Kim. Happy winter, everyone. I pray that you all have a safe and healthy holiday season and the rest of the year. I may or may not be able to see you again before the year is out, but if not, just know that I love you all. I pray for you all, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one, starting the new year with new ventures, new projects, new ideas, and all of the things. Yeah, so I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching these videos, and I hope they were helpful. All right, that's it. Bye.